Audio check 1 2. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. Hey guys, I'm just having a technical glitch here, so give me just a brief second to join you guys. Certainly do apologize here. I love technology and glitches. Alright, I should have everything fixed here in just a second. Again, certainly do apologize about this error. Certainly do apologize about the slowness and the issues here. Alright, we're just going to wing it. Hopefully this will work, and we'll see what happens. Because for some reason my Facebook's not pulling up on my app just to let me know that I'm here with you guys, but that's fine. Anyways, hey guys, AJ Town here live with the T Storm Chasers. Going to bring you some updates about this winter storm that is right behind us that we are finally starting to watch and start to see come into the area. and finally start to move into the area and start to bring some weather issues, as we are already starting to see out west is what we are starting to see. Now, what are we talking about? What are we looking at? Here's the latest information that not much has changed, except for our confidence in this system has changed quite a bit with this. As we start to ramp things up and start to look at things, I'm going to close out my chat and reopen it because my chat's not working either. All right, certainly do apologize. There we go. Now I'm up. Now I'm running. All right. Anyways, our confidence is starting to grow as we start to see this winter weather that is going to start moving through the area tonight and into tomorrow. As we start to see that start to move into the area, we do expect to see some substantial amounts of snow, as we're going to take a quick look at that. Latest advisories that we are looking at is a blizzard warning up in North Dakota and portions of South Dakota as well. We have that winter storm warning for that area there in purple, all the way up to Minot, down to the I-90 corridor. Winter weather advisory is in effect for much of the area there in green. And then we do have a local advisory here where no travel is advised just north of the Aberdeen, South Dakota area. There is what we are seeing with that. Again, there's our blizzard warning. We'll let that run just for a quick second. Now, you guys are probably wondering, what are we looking at for snow? When's this sucker going to start? What's going on with it? And everything else. Give me just a brief second here, because this is bugging me that I can't see you guys, so I want to pull this up so I know that I'm live and I can see what's going on.
That Twix was scared because
give me just a brief second here to gotta love live. Lives are starting to malfunction. There we go. All right, now I'm up. So now I can see you guys. Perfect. So we're going to start looking at this. This is going to bring us some rain showers through the daytime today and into tomorrow morning. We do expect to start to see things really start to ramp up here come into this evening. All right, do apologize there. Dog was barking, so I was trying to figure out why. Anyways, we do start to see things really start ramping up here, come into this evening and into the overnight hours in western portions of South Dakota and even northern portions of South Dakota. As we start to see those ramp up, and we really see that Bismarck area there is really going to be under the gun for quite some time, where we do expect some heavy snowfall rates. Good news is, though, for the Sioux Falls area, we are looking at mostly rain showers. We do see that little blurb of seeing some of that mixed precipitation move through the area, so that is going to be that possibility. But it mostly appears that the system is going to stay the north of us there into the North Dakota area, mostly for the snow system. Now, we are watching, again, another snow system that will push through the area here next week as well. We do start to see some activity on that. That is a strong indication of another large storm system that is going to be moving through. Then we do see another system that will push through on the 17th of November as well, bringing us some snow chances also. Now, you guys are probably wondering, hey, what snow totals, what are we looking at, and stuff like that. Those of you that are joining us out west, we will look at that here real quick. So as that system does start to ramp up, we do again see snow totals greater in the North Dakota area than the South Dakota, really right along that South Dakota-North Dakota border. is what we are looking at. The greatest snow totals with that is what we are seeing as we start to see things really ramp up again throughout the overnight hours and into Thursday. That'll quickly push its way outward, leaving us with just a trace of snow, if any, for the Sioux Falls area. Now we're going to take a quick look at the latest ice accumulation total here. We do see that it does produce a lot of the ice accumulation, again, right along in South Dakota there. So that is going to be a concern as we go through the overnight hours and into tomorrow, is we are going to see those chances of some ice. Let's look at some precipitation total here. As we do look at some precipitation total here, this is FSD here. Unfortunately, I don't know how to get these counties out of here, so we're going to have to put up with that. We are looking right around that inch to inch and a half of, or half an inch of rain for the FSD area. So for the Sioux Falls area is what we are looking at for the greatest chances of seeing some of this rain. You can see a lot of moisture is going to be involved with this. So we are looking at that. So we are going to be looking at that as well. Another instance that we are looking at is going to be these winds that are going to be pushing through the area with this system. We do see some wind speeds upwards around that 20 to 30 miles an hour. For the sustained winds is going to be what we are looking at as well. Wind gusts are also going to be upwards around that 40 to 45 miles an hour as we start to really ramp things up here through the day, Thursday into Friday. That is why we have that severe or that blizzard warning for much of the area. Now we are seeing some rain showers push through the area currently. Those are not expected to do anything, become severe, anything along those lines. As we take a look at the 3D image of this, we can also break down the 3D image and look at the echo tops on these to see how strong they are. Good news is we're not seeing these cells become strong or anything. One of those is spiking a little bit, but that's not much of a concern for us. As we look at our precipitation outlook, unfortunately, guys, we are looking at near or below normal for Sioux Falls area and southeastern portions of South Dakota. As we take a quick look at your temperatures, unfortunately, guys, things are going to start cooling down, and we're starting to see that with this precipitation that's going to be pushing through. The temperature outlook is going to be actually below to near normal for much of South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, and eastern portions of South Dakota, Nebraska. As we also want to reach out and talk about is the Storm Prediction Center out of Norman, Oklahoma, has put a severe weather risk out for Thursday as well. That risk is basically I-35 eastward. So we don't have to worry about that in the Sioux Falls area. However, we do have to worry about that if we do have friends and family out in that area. Here's a closer look at that map there that we did have. Basically, I-7, almost I-70 up to the I-94 corridor. Basically, east of the I-35 corridor is what we are looking at. I did put a slight risk of seeing a severe thunderstorm watch. The thing is, with these cells are going to create severe weather risk quite quickly, and then they're going to die down quickly and become more of a rain system. So definitely going to be an instance of some severe weather risk. As we take a look right now, we can see that low pressure system that is going to be moving through our area is over the Colorado area right now, is where we are looking at our basic precipitation is going to come from, is going to be over in that Colorado. That low pressure system is going to continue to scoot across the region. As that continues to scoot across the region, we do have that severe or those risk of seeing that weather here as well. We're going to take a look at the quick National American model, see what we are looking at with that, and see how things are really ramping up with that. Give me a second here to get that loaded. Gotta love technical glitches here. Sorry, certainly do apologize. As we do get that loaded here quickly, we'll discuss this here shortly. We are waiting on this to load here, and should have this up just momentarily here. Certainly do apologize. Hey, thanks guys for joining us on TikTok. Greatly appreciate that. Remember, guys, we are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and our Facebook page group. And then we are also on TikTok, and we do stream live to TikTok as well. So this is now at the 20-hour mark, so we should be able to really start to see this system. Again, here's this low pressure system that is coming over the Colorado Rockies area there. As they move across the Rockies, that is what's going to start to move in. We are going to start seeing some of this moisture move in from Casper, Wyoming area there. We do start to see that as well. Certainly do apologize. It does look like I lost my weather map. Give me just a second to get that back. All right, guys, I am back here. Sorry, certainly, again, do apologize. Somehow I lost my weather map there. As we do start to see things starting to move through the Casper, Wyoming area, back home into the South Dakota area there. I'm trying to do too much for the computer all at once. We are starting to see that starting to perform as a rain shower about this 10 o'clock time frame tonight. We do expect to see some of that isolated rain sticking around the area. As we do see that stick around, we do have that chance of some snow and precipitation pushing through the region, mostly the western portions of I-29. We don't expect to see this actually come into the Sioux Falls area. This will stay mostly to the north of I-90 and west of the Missouri River for that snow. We do have that chance of some of that mixed precipitation pushing through the area. Now, for the East River portions along the I-29 corridor, we do expect to see that mostly as a rain system. We do have some of that become severe risk, as I did mention before. Looking back at that severe weather risk, you can see that there is just a very, very slight chance east of the I-29 corridor. Basically, a marginal risk is you go into the Minnesota and Iowa area, down into the Omaha area, the I-35 corridor there as well. Further east you go, the further severe weather risk we do see with this. So again, the good news is the system has pushed off to the north a little more, increasing the snow totals. Speaking of which, let's take a quick look at the National American Model snow totals for this area. you can see, again, the Sioux Falls area does not receive much of the snowfall. It does stay up in the Bismarck, North Dakota area. They're right along the South Dakota-North Dakota border, according to the National American Model. Some of this area is going to receive, 2 inches of snow. South Dakota, way up by the South Dakota-North Dakota border, is basically where we're going to have to look to see anything 6+ inches of snow. So that is really good news as we start to look at that. So basically coming into the area over the course of the next 24 hours to 36 hours, we are going to be looking at rain showers for the Sioux Falls area. An isolated thunderstorm is going to be possible. We don't really expect to see those become severe. The severe threat is going to be further to the east. So we are going to continue to monitor this, watch this closely, bring you guys the latest news, weather, and information. As we start to see things really start to pop up, we'll bring you guys those advisories as they start to pop up on our screen as well. So I want to thank everybody for joining us. Thank you guys in the TikTok world. Thank you guys on YouTube. Thank you guys on Facebook. We'll continue to bring you the latest news, weather, and information as that does happen. Thank you for joining us, and don't forget to swing by and enjoy Galaxy Gaming. You can see their logo is right over here. We greatly appreciate their support. Thank you guys.